This video will show you how to set up your Novexx XLP desktop label printer to work with iDSnet Cloud. To work with iDSnet Cloud, your printer needs to be on the network with a fixed IP address, and it needs to have the correct printer language set. Here is how. With your printer powered on and in the ready state, press and hold the leftmost 3 buttons simultaneously. This will cause the printer to restart. While the printer is restarting, press and hold the rightmost 2 buttons. Keep holding them down until the display turns green and asks for an access code. Enter the access code 223122. This will put the printer into supervisor mode. First, we are going to set the required print command language. The display will now change to the ready state. Press the leftmost button to enter the home menu. Press it again to enter into the setup menu. Scroll down to the menu option called Printer Language and select with the rightmost button. This menu option determines the command language the printer expects to receive. Select the first menu option, Print Interpret. The command language selected must either be ZPL or EasyPlug/ZPL. If your printer is only being used with iDSnet Cloud, then you can select ZPL, but otherwise we recommend setting it to EasyPlug/ZPL. Select the tick button to complete the setting. Use the return button twice to return the printer to the home menu. The command language is now set. iDSnet Cloud requires your printer to be on the network with a fixed IP address. If this is not the case, here is how to make your required setting changes. Enter the setup menu. Now scroll down the menu to the interface option and select it. Select Print Interface. Make sure it is set to TCP/IP socket and press the tick button. Now move to the network menu option and select Enter. Move to the IP address option and press Enter. You now need to set the fixed IP address of the printer. You can change the address using the buttons as shown here. If you do not know what the IP address of your printer should be, you can get this from your IT department. Do not set this to a random number. It is important it is set to a valid address for your network. Having set the IP address, you should now set the net mask. Again, if you do not know what this is, you should ask your IT department. Now press the return button until the printer is back into the ready state. If you have changed any of your network settings, we strongly recommend rebooting the machine. Do this by pressing the 3 leftmost buttons simultaneously. Your printer display should now show similar to this. In the top right corner, you should see either EPZ or ZPL, depending on the command language option you've selected. You should also see the symbol shown here to indicate the printer is set to use the Ethernet network connection. If there is a diagonal line through the symbol as shown here, it means that the printer is not plugged into the network. If this is the case, we suggest you check your network cable and check you have entered the correct IP address and netmask settings. Your printer is now ready for use with iDSnet Cloud.